Hey everybody, it's Crystal B, and I'm here to talk to you about the first full moon of 2022. This one is a biggie. This one is, I actually want to break it out for you and I want to show you what's going on with the picture. Um, but what I want you to know is that number one, it's taking place in the sign of Cancer, which is emotional, perseverant, also tenacious, protective. It's the mama bear. And this full moon takes place on January 17th, and it is coming alongside with a lot of energy, which this is why I want to kind of show you the picture and show you what's going on. It's also known as the wolf moon, and Jen from Jen's Fine Art also put together this amazing image that's my background image. There is a wolf in this picture. It's a little bit off in the corner. You can't see it, but I'll be putting it up on my site and also my social media. And I know she'll have prints if you want to get your own copy. But when I think about the first full moon of the year, and especially this one in particular, I really like thinking about the wolf because the wolf has a very deep and spiritual meaning, and we all have to find a way to connect to the wolf, especially with this one. And when I start showing you the picture, you're going to see that you need to kind of, intuit the wolf within you in order to, kind of find your way, trek your way through this one. So with that being said, let's look at the picture and kind of I want to illuminate some of the things that are taking place with this one because there's a lot happening. And when it comes to, I just want to share my screen. Okay, so as I said, it's taking place on January 17th. Depending on your time zone, I'm on the East Coast in Eastern time, so it's happening at approximately 6:48 p.m. in my time zone. You can recalculate that for your own time zone, but let's just kind of dive in and look at what's happening because there's a lot in play here. First and foremost, we need to remember before I get into anything about what the moon is doing, I want to remind you that at this stage of the month, we are still in the throes of Venus retrograde. And she has been going retrograde since approximately December 18th, 19th. That was the last full moon of 2021. And now here we are at the first full moon. And she has been asking us to revalue. She's been, kind of centering a lot around a lot of business first matters because she's traveling through Capricorn, which is a very business oriented sign. Thinks it likes to plan, it likes to be factual, it likes to be practical. And maybe, you've needed to draw a line in some way, or you've needed to kind of recreate your value or own up to where your line is going to be. Like, where's your line? Where do you say enough is enough? Capricorn means business. So I think from all facets, it's been about how do we take care of business? What do I have to do? What kind of steps do I have to take in order to take care of my business? But also how that pertains to your relationships and how you are being valued in your relationships and where's your line in relationships and who are you going to let cross your line and who are you not? So there's a lot going on with that Venus retrograde. That is going to end um, on the 29th. So about like 12 days after this full moon. So I just want you to kind of keep that in mind as we go through and thinking about the energies of this full moon, because that is looming in the background. But the moon is in emotional and protective Cancer, and it's going to be opposing the sun in Capricorn, the same sign that Venus is in. And look at this here. We've got a big player, Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, that is really centering strong, touching that sun and really kind of separating, you know, creating a lot of distance with that moon. There's something intense here. There's something that's pulling you away from your home or your comfort zone, or something involving where, trying to, kind of separate you from something that you feel so protective about. It's intense. There's no doubt about it. And I think what when we want to go back to the symbolism of the wolf, you need to kind of stare something down here. You need to stare your fears down, because Pluto can be very symbolic of fear. Now, another thing to contend to and to really understand about this full moon picture is that Uranus, the great awakener, shakener, and electric maker, he is going to be stationing direct. And that is going to really start kicking things up in a very important and profound way. Whenever Uranus stations direct, there's a wake up call. There is a motion forward. And I definitely think that there's a lot of things that are moving forward here. But with that being said, Mercury, our friend Mercury, the communications planet, is in the first retrograde of the year. He started going retrograde at approximately, I'm just going to look back to my notes. It was exactly on January 14th, and he doesn't go forward again until February 3rd. So here, he started on the 14th, so we're about 3 days into the retrograde. People are aggravated, kind of not liking the feel of this, having to reshift, replan. And, the planets know we've been involved with this. COVID has made us do this time and time and time again. But we probably are doing it yet again here. And what's the reshifting? What is the kind of plan B that we're falling into? It's probably going to be uncomfortable when we look at the picture of the full moon, but that Uranus is saying, we got to do it. We got to move forward here. We got to, let's really kind of, get the show on the road in some kind of way. And it's probably going to be unexpected, something surprising, something kind of coming out of left field might really kind of take us. And what I want you to know here is that as soon as we get through this Mercury retrograde, we're really going to be, seeing all planets move direct. We're not there yet, but we're getting closer. So whatever is going to fall in your lap here with this unexpected wolf full moon, just kind of take it in stride and know that you gotta get through this. You have to make a let go in order to grow in some kind of way. And that's something that's kind of that's a message that is really, kind of coming through in this full moon, is let go in order to grow. It's just that sometimes letting go is a lot easier said than done. Definitely stay safe and well with this full moon. There is a lot of volatility with it. And definitely with anything involving Cancer, there is a lot of emotions. But it's important to understand that there's a big picture brewing here. And, 2022 is definitely, it's going to be much better than 2021. It's just that January is a rough month. It is. It's a rough month. We're dealing with a lot of things. We're dealing with a lot of shifting, a lot of reshifting, rather, a lot of, new plans that we have to put into place. And, quite frankly, you might be aggravated and upset by it at this point. Like, I think that there's a lot of Cancer is known for emotions, but anger is an emotion too. And you might be feeling that emotion. So, it's okay to feel the feels, have an outlet, kind of understand that, I would give myself some space around this full moon to allow for some diversions to happen, because they probably are going to need to. But something's got to release and something's got to go. And you have to ultimately let go in order to grow. All right, everybody, all of the particulars are in my member horoscopes. You can check it out and see where this full moon is taking place in your astrology and what it's illuminating. It will be a big one. And also, it's also going to be important to understand and just kind of keep in the back of your mind that even though this is falling in Cancer, there's still a lot of that Capricornian energy that that's really being illuminated in all of our astrology, all outlined in the member horoscopes. All right, everybody, onward and upward we go. Till next time. Goodbye.